During my trip to Russia. We're in Moscow. We're looking for good restaurants, and this came up towards the end, and we noticed that the Cyrillic seemed to match the font of the Krusty Krab in SpongeBob. So being intrigued, we looked it up. The reviews were shocking, and the pictures of the food were even worse. So we go in, and it was, to be honest, the theme was less dingy than what I would have thought. It was the murals of SpongeBob and his friends on the wall were quite impressive, and there was even a model of Squidward leaning out his window, which we kept thinking was going to turn around and glare at it. The weirdest part, though, what we noticed when we first came in, the fact that there were no children in the restaurant. The weirdest thing were two old men who were sitting there having their coffee in this place, like this was their local. You know what I mean? Like they go there regularly, and the table was decorated like a ship wheel, you know, like they have in the Krusty Krab, I think. The waiter came over, and this is like a 30-year-old guy. Bit of a pot belly, like reeked of cigarette smoke and despair, and he had like a bright yellow shirt with SpongeBob's face in the middle, pretty much like a real life version of Squidward. You know what I mean? Like he did not want to be there, and I don't blame him. John got a cold Patrick, right? Which was just once it came out, it turned out to be just a standard beer. Okay. But Cal and I decided we would get the bamboo Patrick, so. They bought it. We got a pint of it because we thought, oh, we'll get a proper amount. So they bought over this green, like moss green, like beer. It smelt like under a pier, like the sea. It tasted like a normal beer, yeah. But someone had like put in like seaweed at the bottom. Together, we were already put off and weren't hungry at all. We decided to get the Patrick pizza, which was, as I said before, a pink, you know, pink dough, pink cheese with ham and like Patrick's face. We also had other options such as the SpongeBob and like the Marine Superman, which had oyster shells on top. So we had like 2 bites each, like on the bill, and like made our way out. We were all feeling pretty bad. The bamboo Patrick really took its toll on everyone because everyone had about a sip each. And then as we walked out, this fuckhead, it was in a SpongeBob costume. It had a bit of mesh to see through, yeah. And that was aligned at the very top of SpongeBob's, because SpongeBob was quite small. Yeah. It was aligned right at the top of his forehead, so I was looking at him right in the mesh, and we went to leave, and he moved in front of us, and then like the waitress behind us was having like a bit of a laugh at this, and then like I was like. Yeah, but like, can we get out, kind of thing? And then like he moved again, and then Cal just went no, just like moved him out of the way, and then eventually got like it was a really traumatic and bizarre experience that I'm glad I went to.